Before we start stomping today, we gotta clear these roots that we encountered when we were digging up the path. Some of these were so dry that they came out just with a little bit of force. Good thing I've been working out. Some of the other ones, we had to saw through them in order to get them out of the ground. Stomping was probably my favorite part, just because once you get going, you see results pretty quick, especially with supervisors making you work twice as hard. There we go. Here's Smokey and Bandit trying to just help out. Before you know it, we were done. And here comes the flagstone. Now we decided to go with this color because we figured it would best match the color of the house. And it's supposed to last a long time. Maybe not thousands of years, but long enough. Tools, tools, tools. So I wasn't really sure which tools I was going to need to get this flagstone in the ground. So I decided just to go through my toolbox and get what I thought would be useful, at least before I got started. And as you can see, we had a hammer and a chisel and a couple of other random tools. So let's get started. Now this was just like working with a giant puzzle in which the pieces were not really meant to go together in any way, shape, or form, but you gotta just figure it out here. Good thing Smokey was around to give me a hand. After watching a bunch of YouTube videos on how to cut flagstone, I found a pretty good technique that worked for me. So as you can see, I have to put this piece right about here, and a lot of it is on the edge. So I'm going to cut right about there so that we can fit this piece in that spot. I'm going to wedge this flagstone piece right on the edge of the grass so that part of it is suspended and will break off evenly. You got to score the piece and then go at it with your chisel. Now start a little bit inside, not at the edge of the flagstone. Otherwise you're going to flake off pieces from the edge. Go all the way across. And just be persistent. Voila! It's almost like magic. And you make sure there's no sharp ends, and you're set. Look at that. Perfect fit. Hey, hey, Smokey, you don't eat flagstone. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, come back. Give it to me. Hey, hey. Hey, come here. Now here I decided to take out one stone at a time, put a little bit of sand underneath each stone, and make sure that the stone is level with the prior one. Now you can imagine with such a long pathway, this took a long time. Here we go. Wedge it in there. Now there's a piece over here that needs more sand. So just fill in all the little spots that will make this stone be even. Hey, 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 dead. Are you dead? Oh, you're not dead. Come on, Smokey, I need to work. Hey, hey, go check it out. Hey, Now, officially, you're supposed to put a layer of rock and then a layer of sand, then your flagstones on top of those two in order for the flagstone path to drain properly. However, we decided to just put a little bit of sand and then put the flagstones on top. This gave our path a little bit less formal of a look, and we have found that there is no problems with draining the path as long as it has a little bit of an incline. Now, our yard has a little bit of an incline to begin with, so I think that helped a lot in just keeping the path well drained. This is one of the final steps here. We're just spreading some dirt around, making sure it gets into all the creases between all the flagstones and filling in that side between the grass and the sand and the flagstone. Then we spray it with a little bit of water, help it settle, and voila! Flagstone pathway. We had some pieces left over and I was able to make a nice round entry in the main entrance there of the gate. Looks pretty good.